Happy 28th, everyone. Hope you guys all get your bag. Wow, we got requests right away. Okay, I'll drop the monologue. I won't do the monologue. Let's go straight into the guests, man. Okay, I just approved three people, man. Daryl, what's on your mind?
Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up?
What's going on, brother?
I know you only do readings a day, but I'm trying to see if you're gonna give me a reading today.
Damn, brother. Listen,
I tried to run
I
the
just got
academy.
done. I just got done with fucking four readings, man.
It's cool. I don't want to know the future. No way. Hey, so I just found out that I'm a rooster. All my life, I thought I was a dog. Wise cat put me
Why do
on
you think
game
you were a dog?
because I'm born February 8th,
You're born
94,
January.
and he
Yep,
said it's
yep,
like February
yep,
10th through 12th or something is when it changes or something.
yep.
You feel me?
I mean, it's easy to tell if you're a dog or or a rooster. Do you consider yourself a fucking fighter?
I was at one point when I was younger. I'm not no
Huh?
more.
Are you extremely loyal?
No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, you
Hell no.
you
I'm not
ain't
loyal to
loyal. Now,
myself.
okay.
I'm loyal to myself
No,
over
are you are
everything.
you are you loyal to your dudes or I'm not talking about a bitch.
Oh yeah, yeah, like yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'll fuck over one of my homies too though. But anything that
Damn, why you
come
fucking
under
up?
me.
Why you fucking with your homies though,
Cause
man?
bro, in my life, a lot of times they come down to me or you. You feel me? Like I had
Okay,
this
okay.
one time where I did something.
Where you from? Where you
I'm
from,
from
man?
East St. Louis, Illinois.
Oh, okay. So that's hood
You
life.
feel me? So, but I
That's
had
hood.
this one time, my
I
homie. Let me
got
tell
you.
you the
I
story.
got you.
My homie, he died. He ended up dying. But I did do some disloyal shit to him. He gave me some money to do some shit. I ended up robbing a dude that I was supposed to do the shit with, and I kept the money too. So I kept all of the shit, right? And this was one of my homies, bro. So when he found out that I didn't pay for the money, he felt slighted. He felt like, damn, so you robbed a dude and you kept my money. You could have gave my money back or something, right? But it took me a long time to like come to figure out where he was coming from. I talked to him, kind of apologized, explain the story, like, bruh, is me or you? Like, you feel me? Like, I needed the money, obviously. So he ended up forgiving me for that,
Listen,
but I still felt like that was my only karma in
I,
life. Like, I think I still got karma coming.
I never would have forgiven you for that, man. I would have been at your fucking door looking for
I
you.
feel you, man.
Well, let me ask you a few questions, man. First of all, I understand you're from East St. Louis, and that's kind of like East Cleveland. I was around that area quite often when I was a little kid, and I get it, man. One of my dudes, he got out the projects. He was living in a very, very nice neighborhood, but he was still a slumlord. So he fucking went down in the hood and fucking still hustled and shit like that. But the interesting thing is, all his boys, all the people he banged with, none of them knew where he lived.
Exactly.
Like none of these motherfuckers knew where my boy lived in the suburbs. Now, me, I'm not as good friends with him as his homeboys are, but I go to his house all the time. And he never has any of his homeboys there. Obviously, he's black. And the reason he doesn't have any of his homeboys there is because his boys are gonna fucking get him.
He know.
Now, why is this in the black community? And let me make this abundantly clear.
Pattern
In the
recognition.
African American community, because this shit don't happen in Africa. Okay, I've talked to enough African brothers. They don't do this to each other, but they do this to each other in this country. Why is it when one brother makes out the hood, the first thing you guys are thinking about is, hey, let's try to hit a lick?
Hey, I can't lie to it. It's because we don't see ourselves in one another. We don't even see ourselves in the mirror sometimes. Like all of us live in a position where we want to get somewhere else. We don't want to be the person that we are right now. We don't want to live the life we living now. We got a whole idea of this imagination version of ourselves that's waiting on the other side of this shit. So we can do these things to each other because we don't see ourselves in these other people. We see, if anything, you're equal to what I am now, not what I'm trying to be. So I can step over you, I could do whatever to you
I don't think
because
that's why. I don't think that's why it is. Now, be honest. Did you have a father in your life?
yes, very active
Yeah,
father and mother,
you had an
2 parent
active
household.
father and mother. What about most of your boys?
Hell no. My dad
Mm,
was a
hell no.
dad to most of my friends. You feel me?
Your
My dad
dad.
was their dad.
I see, man. I mean, you've had. Hold on one second. You've had like a father. You're privileged. Why would you go down the same hole as everyone else? I'm coming.
Man, that's because I was coming in the age. This is what happened, right? So my dad left our apartment to me when I was like 17, right? I was getting ready to graduate high school. He ended up leaving to go with his new wife or new girl, whatever, and moved out to Texas. They literally left me with the lease, the bills and everything. And he's like, if you could pay the rest of the bills, you can live here. You feel me? If not, you gotta go. You gotta go somewhere. So at that moment, the same play lined up where Buddy was like, "Hey, take this money here to do this thing," and I'm like, "Shit, nigga, you don't even understand my scenario." My bad, I ain't mean to say all that. My scenario is,
Oh,
bro, I
brother, I
just got
say
threw
that
into
shit
the
all the
wild.
time too. I say
See,
that shit
yo,
all the time too.
hey,
Nothing to
hey,
apologize for.
hey, so in that scenario, I wasn't thinking about nothing but myself for the first time. I'm 17, bro, and I'm first time looking at bills, first time looking at livelihood. You feel me? So in that time, I did some fucked up shit that I know to this day was fucked up. Now that I'm looking back on it, but when you talk about this karma that's coming, that's the only thing in my life that I can think I would have karma for because I knew it was fucked up. I did it out of desperation or did it out of, it was some real Judas shit, bro. I can't lie. It was some real Judas. I did it for money at the end of the day. So
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you this, man. Did you have people depending on you,
I ain't had no kids
or
at the time.
yeah,
I
no
was depending on
kids?
me. It was just me. It was like, bro,
Yeah.
they literally told me, bro, if you could pick up these bills, you could stay here.
when, when I talk to a woman and she says she does OnlyFans, and whores around just so she can make money, I don't think very highly of her. But when she tells me, yo, the father of my fucking child left me and I had nothing else I could do in life, so I opened a OnlyFans so I could feed my kids. I don't look down on that person that much anymore. So that's why I asked you, you know what I'm saying? Did you have people depending on you? Or, I mean, you out just here just fucking doing bad shit. What'd your father say about this?
Man, my dad, he don't know about this scenario. He all he know is he left me at the crib. He went to his when you gotta understand, you get a new girl and you leave your kid. I mean, it ain't like he ain't had me equipped. He obviously knew to tell me, yo, if you could pick up the bills around here, you could stay here. We got the same name. They ain't gonna ask no shit. Just pay the fucking bills. You feel me? So
At 17,
17,
your daddy finds a new broad and he fucking dips with her and says, you can stay here if you pay the bills.
100%, yes.
Wow.
And shit,
Yeah.
that was opportunity for me at the time
I
because
get it, but that's not very good parenting shit, man.
oh
That
no, hell, I ain't never say he was a good parent. He
your
was
daddy
there.
finds your daddy finds a new bitch, and all of a sudden, yo, I got a dip.
I ain't say he was a good, perfect parent, but he was there. Most motherfuckers don't got a dad at all. You feel me? Like, so I take that as a blessing anyway. But that scenario did put me in that karmic cycle right there. And I'm like,
Yep,
damn,
you
if I
had
could go back
you
and
had
do something,
yep. You got pressure that you got to fucking make bills, and you're just thinking, shit, man, fuck the getting a job. Let's just fucking hit a lick. I get it.
exactly. And
I
no,
get
at
it.
the time, bro, I had a job at this factory, but bro, it was literally you ain't gonna get no, enough money from a brand new job to pay bills in a month. You feel me? You barely gonna
Yep.
get a check, so you got to come up with something quicker than that.
I got you. I got you. So now let me ask you what the real question is. What were the karmic repercussions of your actions? What
All right,
happened to you?
so honestly, I don't think I had karmic repercussions because, like I said, but dude died. He was a good friend of mine, bro. He put me on a lot of different shit. His dad literally gave me my first little under the table job and all kind of shit. So he ended up dying, but luckily I got to reconcile, like talk to him and explain to him, like, bro, like it wasn't no just I was planning on fucking you over from the beginning. It was my scenario where the options that I had was you had to take the L. You feel me? Like I couldn't take the L, but I could have made it right by giving you your money back or at least letting you know. You feel me? It was real deceptive. It was real deceptive and
Okay.
it was
Okay.
stealing.
Let me ask you this, man. You still in East St. Louis?
No.
Okay.
I moved up to a college town, had my first kid last
Oh,
year.
okay. Yeah.
So
You're around white folks now,
white folks, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I had a plan.
huh? uh, yeah, you can say anything you want about the suburbs, man. At least you'll have fucking people try to get you on the sidewalk.
Man, and I still live like Like I don't get no sleep, bro. I walk around this bitch like somebody trying to break in every night, damn near. Like I think that's the karma I got. Is that I now I live
No, no,
with
no, no, no.
this anxiety.
Now, after that happened to you, name the bad events that happened in your life. Did your girlfriend cheat on you? Did someone try to set you up? Did you get robbed? What happened to you
Uh,
after you did that stuff?
no, I did get okay. So let me say this: I did get stabbed when I was maybe
Ah,
16. This was a year before this shit happened. That
mhm.
kind of sent me towards that mindset because like you said, I'm a fighter. I used to literally fight. Like I got stabbed trying to fight like 10 dudes at one time. And
No,
one the
that's
littlest
not
dude out of the crowd stabbed me in the back.
that's not too bright, bro.
But that's not karma though. That happened before the bad shit. So that kind of that did
You
put me
don't
in a
know how
mindset.
karma works. Hold on. You
Ooh,
don't know how karma works. Maybe you got hit beforehand.
damn.
You
Don't
don't
say
know how
that.
karma works.
Don't say that. That's
Hey, you would actually want that to happen because if you're telling me you didn't get hit by your karmic responses, let me tell you something, brother. You don't have a cape on. That karma is going to come back around, so you better hope. That's exactly what happened, man. Because you seem like a chill dude, someone I could fucking smoke a blunt with, put one in the
hell
air
yeah.
with and shit. But that's some grimy shit you did, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's some grimy shit.
You
You,
blew
you,
my
you know,
mind with that though. I
the thing is, like, you told me that scenario. Your boy gave you money and then you robbed that dude. Why didn't you at least give your boy his money back? I don't get that part because you still robbed, dude. You still
okay,
had your
now I
lick.
gotta give you the rest of the context. Okay, so look, this what happened. I had to go to Minnesota. Okay, so I'm in Illinois when this happened. I got the money from Buddy in Illinois. It literally drove to Minnesota because that's where I knew some people. I knew some prices at. I'll go to Minnesota. I get to Minnesota. I talk to the other dude and I see how sweet it is. I see like nigga, I could take this shit right now for real. He ain't, you feel me? So I took the shit, got back on the highway. As I'm on the highway to come back home, it hit me. I got the shit. I got the money. Why the fuck would I tell him what he think that I paid? So you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Now I did give him a little cut of the shit though. So he just didn't get his money back. So you feel me? So it still was a slight to him, but I gave him a little something. I just did put fill him in on the
didn't
price.
you fuck up that? Didn't you fuck up that man's connection?
No, it wasn't even his connect, bro. This is what I'm saying to you. The dude that I took the money from that's dead, R.I.P. to him. He was just trying to get in on. I was trying to make a play for myself for my bills and shit, bro. He
I
was just
got
like,
you.
"Oh,
I
y'all
got
finna
you.
go out of town. Y'all finna do this and that. All right, let me throw something with y'all." And since he was throwing something with it, he was expecting a cut, and I just happened to,
I got
do
you.
what's best
Okay.
for me.
Okay. I got you. I got you. Listen, if you're gonna be in the drug game and you're soft, then you're gonna get robbed. That it is what it is, man.
And that's what the
I
people
I
that I
I,
fuck
I
with
was
thought.
I was hustling for about, I don't know, what year was it? It was from two probably like 299, maybe 98 to, I don't know, like 203 or something like that. So I was hustling myself and I never got robbed.
Mm.
And I had a little rule. I mean, we're gonna keep it real here. We're gonna find out what Gary did before he was a numerologist. All right, folks, we can go down this route in the 28th, no issues. The man set it off, so I'll add a little bit something to it. I know how to speak a couple languages. I know how to speak Russian, Yagu Podolsky. So all the Russians in Cleveland came to me for Bud. It's like no one's ever gonna fucking. I could charge the hell out of them. They don't even know
Hmm.
what the fucking prices are. So they don't tell me give me an eighth or give me a ounce. They tell me give me $100 worth. I'm like, okay, I'll give
Right.
you $100 worth. No issue. So I had the Russian community. And they would all either come. I lived in an apartment complex, and there was like two garage units on one end. It was a really big apartment complex, look like a penitentiary without the bars. You know how those are all over the hood. And
Hmm.
you have one garage on one end and one garage on another end. Now, see, this was before people had cameras everywhere and stuff like that. I mean, we're just starting to get camera phones, but they were garbage. So what I did was I hooked up everyone's cable in the building. Like there were literally like 13 different buildings. I fucking got in the cable box in every single building and I didn't charge anyone a penny. And I just got everyone's cable turned on. Now everyone, whether they're black, white, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, or Muslim, Christian, they all love me. I just
Yeah.
turned on everyone's cable. They don't have to fucking pay for shit anymore. Guess what? Every time the cops came, I got a phone call. Every time the cops are
Heads
our
up.
property, I get a phone call. So I got like 3, 4 minutes to prepare no matter when the cops come. They were too stupid to fucking run up on me. So they were just fucking coming from the side doors. And they already knew what I was doing. They
Yeah.
all knew what I was doing. They just couldn't get me because I wouldn't do any dirt on 4 days. I literally saw these guys standing outside my house 3 times on the 4th day. I'm like,
Not you using
motherfucker. I
numerology.
what? Oh yeah, I was using numerology to make sure I didn't go to prison. I was smarter than these people. No one knew anything about this stuff. Even the numerologists of that day, they didn't know. Oh, they knew four was law and order. It never, they never thought about applying it and like, yo, I can't do dirt on a 4 day. They never thought
Mm,
about applying it. So on 4 days, I just didn't like even pick up my phone. Like no one's getting served on a 4 day. It's that simple. And people might say I'm superstitious. I never got caught. Never. Now, um, I remember one time. This was the fucking craziest one. I get a whole bunch of phone calls. Whole bunch of phone calls. Like, Gary, SWAT team's here. Gary, SWAT team's here. I'm
mm.
fucking literally dumping everything, all this weed in my fucking toilet, flushing it. Man, these motherfuckers swatted my next door neighbor. I fucking got rid of like fucking 2K worth of shit. I'm like, motherfucker.
See, that's God laughs. I think that's just all entertainment. And when
Hey,
times like
hey,
that happen, it's supposed for you to laugh.
hey, I am laughing about it along with everyone else right now. But guess what? I wasn't laughing back then. That was 2 fucking bands, bro.
Man.
Shit, that was money back then. That was money back to 2 bands, bro. Fuck, dude. But I'll tell you one thing. I never sold any hard drugs. The only thing I ever sold was marijuana. And
Same.
anyone who questions me on selling marijuana, fuck you. Because now the federal government is selling it themselves because they can get their tax money. See, I lived in a day and age where the federal government wasn't that evolved. They fucking figured, oh, we can make more money locking people up and giving people numbers than we can off the taxes. As soon as these dumb fucks in the government realized, oh, we can make more money the other way, the shit flipped. So I'm vindicated. I'm fucking vindicated. And I have no problem telling people these stories publicly because this is going all over Twitter. This is going all over IG, all over TikTok. And people, oh, Gary did this. I don't give a fuck. I sold weed, and now the fucking federal government does the same fucking thing.
Mm.
I got no issues. Did I ever fucking do anything else? Hell no.
So what's the
Hell
worst thing
no.
you did, Gary? What you think your biggest karma is?
Well, I knocked out a cop once, but I don't. I'm actually still proud of that. So that's what I went to jail for. But
Okay, so
man, shit, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you, brother. When I actually run for office, I'm gonna get half the black vote when they found out I fucking hit a cop.
and you keep it real, you
I,
ain't
I
gonna
put
hide
I
it.
put I put this dude in the ground. That's why with all these like internet tough guys start fucking talking, yo, Gary, pull up, do this. I'm like, listen, I'm not that age anymore, but when I was that age, shit, bro. I'm the white dude the black guys in prison didn't fuck with. You understand? They moved on to the fucking soft dudes. They didn't fuck with me because they knew I'd fight back.
Mm.
I'll give you one story though.
No, I want to know
This,
what you
this
did. You did something. You got some karma. You think your
yeah,
next shit
brother.
gonna be
I
good?
mean, I did something. I mean, I heard an animal when I was young. I'm very sorry about that. That was definitely wrong of me. Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks right now. So yeah,
Was it a
that
rabbit or a cat?
no, it had nothing to do with it. It was nothing like that, man. It was a bird. Shouldn't have done that. I definitely deserve my karma, which I got for that. But that shit happened when I was really young, like under 10, and shit like that. So yeah, that was some fucked up shit. Yeah, that was fucked up, man. Not very proud of that, and I should be judged and punished for that shit. But moving on, I remember when I was in prison. I didn't kill any animals, so I'm not Logan Paul or anything like that. I just, fucking kicked the animal or did some shit like that. Shouldn't have done it. So, anyways, I was in prison. And first you go into county jail, then you go to your intake facility, and then you go to your home parent correctional facility. So when I was in my intake facility, I was basically in a room for 30 days with this one dude, and you usually bond with someone when you're in the room with them for fucking 30 days. You bond with the guy. And yeah, we used to play chess. We had a pen and a paper bag, and we made a chess set out of that. And we used to play chess all day. Smoke little roll up cigarettes and shit like that. Anyways, we ended up going to the same institution on the same bus. And first day I got there, I got in a fight. Making sure that the people see that I'm not the soft target. He was a little bit different. Within 2 days, he was holding his ankles.
Oh fuck.
That was very difficult for me to accept. So I ran up on that dude. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, man? I was in the cell with you for a month. You said you hated us. You said you fucking, you would actually fight. Me and you were actually fucking training in the fucking cell together. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? He's like, man, I can't talk to you. And he just left. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I never
Yeah, that
had
sounds like
someone
a
flip
movie.
on me like that. I never had someone flip on me like that. And again, I'm a very young kid, or we're talking about like 20 something like that. So I go to the bathroom. Three big motherfuckers pull up on me, and their words I'll never forget. They said, "Don't fuck with my property." I'm like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "That end right there is mine." And he points to dude. He said his property. Now, these motherfuckers had shanks on them right there. Three of them cornered me in the bathroom where there's like no, I might be able to take one of these motherfuckers, but three of them, I'm getting cut up. So I'm just looking at this and I'm like, yeah, okay. And they basically said I'm a short timer, or they would have fucked me up because they were all long timers. I'm like, regardless, whatever. I didn't fuck with them again. I backed down. He had three 30, 40-year-old men who pretty much been working out every day because they got life sentences, and they managed to get down to a medium security prison from a maximum. And they were ready to shank me right then and there because they considered that motherfucker their property. At that point, I was like, okay, I understand how animals are. Me good.
That's a
And
movie. That's Oz.
bro, that's exactly what the fuck it was. That's exactly what the fuck it was, bro. And I remember fucking playing chess all day. Um, yeah, bro, I got in hella fights there. That was
You
like
still get down? You
gladiator
still play
school.
chess?
Yeah, bro. But no free lessons.
Hey, I don't need a lesson. I don't need a lesson. I'll tell you that. But hey, man, shout out to everybody in the space. Shout out to everybody that's listening. If y'all want to learn how karma work, listen to Gary because I didn't know you could get your pre-karma. That's some new shit to me.
It's, I mean, time is linear, so why couldn't you? We got
Yeah, that
quite a
was
few
little.
people in this space, man. We got
Yeah.
Hey
quite a few
Gary, I
people
have
in
a
the space, so
question.
I don't even have to talk numerology. People want to talk. See how that works?
Hey, come to
Anyways,
VCon. One more thing. Come to VCon,
man,
August
I ain't come
2024.
I ain't coming to St. Louis, man. Let me
No,
tell
no,
you
no. It's
something.
in LA. Come to LA.
Oh,
I know you
yeah,
want to check.
I ain't definitely ain't coming to LA either, man. Fuck LA, man. Fucking degenerate fucking around there, bro. I'm cool, man. I live in the best city in the world, Miami. Well, you know what? Maybe not the world, but the best city in America for fucking sure. Literally
Miami.
everyone's moving to this fucking city right now. I don't even
Is
understand
you
if
think
you if you
Miami is less degenerate than
if
LA?
if you have money, if you have money and you can live anywhere you want in America, I think you're stupid if you don't live in Miami or a suburb of Miami.
If you want to be
You're out
neighbors
your
with Aiden
fucking
Ross,
mind. You're out your fucking mind. There is no place even close to this. I mean, someone can say Tampa. Okay, I mean, shit, maybe a 50% discount. And Tampa is not the same thing as fucking Orlando. Doesn't even have a fucking ocean.
you sound
Let's
like
move
Aiden
on.
Ross right now. I can't lie.
Hey,
Advocating for Miami.
listen, brother. I came here first. He came after me. That motherfucker came after me. He's from LA. The only one who beat me down here was Sneeko.
Come back to the Midwest, bro.
Oh, stop.
We
So
miss you in the
okay,
Midwest.
let me ask you something. I'm from Cleveland. Who the fuck is gonna come to Cleveland and do a podcast? Me. Who the fuck is gonna? You think these big
Dave
names I
Chappelle.
deal with are gonna come to Cleveland? Gonna come to Cleveland?
Dave Chappelle stay in Ohio right now.
Oh, dude, Dave Chappelle's not trying to be in the spotlight, bro.
True that. True that.
People come to Ohio to retire and die, bro. He's no. Oh yeah, you could say that about Florida too, but at least you got fucking things happen, bro. As soon as I came down here, I added another zero to my bank account.
Shit, you might
Did
as
you,
well go ahead and give me that scholarship then. Let me get in GG33.
hey, brother, put in work because there's about 5,000 other people who want scholarships too. You know what? Uh, Wise Cat. Wise Cat's one of my capos now.
That's my man. I
He's
was
one of
talking to him in the store.
he's one of the people I'm actually really proud I gave a fucking a partial scholarship to. But the way he got in, oh, he put in work, and then after he got in, he put in work, and then after I told him that I got jobs, I fucking trained him how to do this early last year, and motherfuckers doing his bro. He's got a mouthpiece on him. Bro's got a straight up mouthpiece. I didn't hear this mouthpiece 2 years ago. Then again, I put other people on and they still don't have that mouthpiece. So he fucking developed that fucking bitch. You know,
I
he's
mean,
done a
shit, you get the
very good
cosign from
job, bro.
Gary. He gonna talk like he
He's
got some.
Wise Cat even fucking got in the battle with Zerka. Zerka ain't going to battles with people on fucking on spaces. He got in one with Wise Cat. That tells you he has a fucking mouthpiece on because Zerka wouldn't have wasted his fucking time on someone who didn't have a mouthpiece. He actually started attacking his girl publicly. Publicly started attacking his girl. That is giving him clout like you would not believe. Because now all of a sudden, who's this Wise Cat? Who's this Wise Cat? And you know what? Zerka has a 20K Discord. Memes. But guess what? Let's say 20,000 of those 90% start fucking making memes of Cat. 5% are me like, yo, man, fuck Zerka. Who's this Wise Cat? And a percentage of those are going to go for him for readings. And that, my friend, is how capitalism works in the attention economy.
Ain't no such thing as bad attention, right?
I used to think there was such a thing. You leaving? I used to think there was such a thing as bad attention. Lock it. And then I realized, oh, it's not bad attention, because I used to think like, yo, you can say anything except pedophile. Obviously, you can say that now too. Zerka proved that. So I'm not sure. Murder is just going to make you more famous. If you're a fraud like Luke Belmore, who tells people he's worth 50 to 100 million, and I find out he's in debt and he fucking has less than 3 million to his name, you could fucking be some kind of fucking guru and wizard. I mean, it's the only person who turned from one of those, oh, let me buy rental cars like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and actually turned into owning them is Andrew Tate. And I was calling him out on it in 2018 when he was doing that shit himself. Like, I didn't know what he was doing. And before he got money, before me, he used to go to cities and rent Lamborghinis for like fucking 1,000 a week or 2,000 a week. And then he fucking flex like he owns that shit.
What?
They're all this. They're all the same, bro. They're all the same. If anyone, listen, I like the flex on my championship ring, because you can't buy those, bro. Like all these people walk around with their Rolexes and APs. I find that funny. Rolex snake, AP's pig. All these people walk around with those. Motherfucker, I just flex my NBA championship ring, man, and they all look stupid.
Hey, it's this new wave. Get rich or die lying. Either you gonna convince people you rich and they gonna start making you rich, or you gonna just be in the rat race.
All right, Dara, I'm gonna let you stay up here since you've been a good talker. Well, let's go to the next person. Fit two. What do you got to say?
Hey, what's up, bro? Thank you for letting me be on the space, Gary. I appreciate it. I actually have the same birthday as Kylie Jenner. Only difference is she come from fucking millions and I come from fucking Bosnia and Herzegovina. So it's
Uh,
10th of
I
August,
don't remember that
1997.
fucking trans's birthday. What is it again?
10th of August, 1997.
10th of August, 1997. Oh, Kylie. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Well, listen, here's one of the things about life. Most eights are broke. I want to repeat that. Most eights are broke. I'll give you a perfect example. There's a country called Russia. Russia has the third most billionaires anywhere in the world. After America and China, Russia has the third most billionaires. But when it comes to millionaires, they're like number 25. So what it shows you, it's the very top heavy economy. What it also shows you is 70% of the people in Russia are broke. And you know what's funny? And I swear to God, people are going to say this is, I'm making this up. But every time I went to Russia, most of the people I asked in Russia, what is your birthday? It was about 30% of the time, it was an eight. Maybe even the high is 40%. I never seen so many eights in my life. But you have to understand, most eights are broke because you look at the shape of the eight. Either they have it or they don't. 28 is the number of wealth. 28 is the people I talk to every single day. Well, it's such an amazing, like just watching these 28s, man. I talked to a guy who was a 28 who was born into poverty in Mississippi. This motherfucker went to Jamaica and started the rap game in Jamaica and became a multi-millionaire that way. He has a house by the prime minister of Jamaica. I'm not
Damn,
going to
bro,
say any
that's
more.
crazy,
I'm
bro.
not going to put out the dude's name, but I see 28s with these stories every single fucking day. Because at this point, the only people who can afford readings from me are 28s. So again, it makes sense. By the way, if you guys need a reading and you try to book it with me, it'll say sold out some days. Go to my students, guys like Wisecag, guys like Numbers Mechanic, guys like Cat Energy. Go to all of my students. What you have to understand is the frauds out there, some of them know less than you. They just go through my tweets or my students' tweets and collect the free information and then try to sell you readings off there. And if you're like, don't know much, it's going to seem like amazing information. That's why I'm trying to tell you, don't let frauds. You don't need to pay to learn stuff from me. You really don't.
Definitely, bro. Thank you very much. So is there any tips that you can give for number eights to turn that eight around, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
How's your karma?
My karma is good. Actually, once I do something good, it comes straight back, like instantly, bro. Like the other day, I gave someone $2. 5 minutes later, I won 50, like instantly.
I'm not sure you can buy good karma like that, my friend. I'm not sure that's how it works, but I will say this. Um, Eights are supposed to take risks and take chances. That's why I recommend that you do if you don't have that bag. Once you have that bag, maybe it's a different game plan. But right now, you got to play like, you're down 21-3 in the third quarter with 2 minutes left. You might have to start looking at four downs. You might have to take risks and take chances. So maybe that's the best thing for you to do. And by the way, don't feel so bad about Kylie Jenner. She has a pair of boobs, and she can pretend she's hot. Guys actually have to work for stuff. And then guys
Yeah,
aren't just
bro.
handed
I'm
stuff.
definitely not hating on her, bro. It's just the same birthday, so I thought I would just,
No, 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 no.
you
I
know.
understand. Listen. Women have it much easier in society than men. The only women who have it really, really tough are ugly women. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm not trying to, try to, go after one because I sure as hell ain't no Casanova. But that's the whole point. I'm a guy. I don't need to be a fucking Casanova. You know why? Because what matters is what my wife looks like, and she's a five, so she looks good enough for the both of us, and I'll be the brains of the operation. So, as a woman, if you're hit, if you're ugly, that's rough. That's really fucking rough because unless a guy is drunk, they're not really gonna do much. You know, again, you could still fucking have sex because you know some guys out there don't give a fuck. They have absolutely no standards. But you know, that's the worst thing you can do. I've seen like a lot of these bitches who go to the gym 24/7 and they build themselves these fantastic fucking bodies. It's usually because their fucking face is hit. So they're doing something they you know can do and improve themselves. As a guy, again, intelligence and fucking value come from money. You either have to have some intelligence going about it because let me tell you something. I've asked about 100 OnlyFans girls. You picking the guy with the six pack or the guy with the money? 90% said the guy with the money. So don't listen to what people fucking tell you. Looks are overrated unless you're extremely wealthy. Now, the wealthy, they're different. Um, I remember a billionaire told me that he would have all his top people come to a conference about once a year. And he told all of them to bring their wives and their girlfriends, you know, or if they're engaged, not just some bimbo. So he told me what he looked for was an average looking guy with the best looking woman. And the reason he told me he looked for that was if an average guy can convince a woman who's extremely good looking, who can have anything she wants, that he's good enough to settle for, that means he's spitting good game and that's who he wants on his team. Shit like that matters. It really does. So if you're a man, yeah, of course, you know, it's helpful to know how to fucking throw hands. It's helpful to, you know, do all that other stuff. You're like when I was in my 20s, I was going to the gym. So when it comes down to it, that stuff is helpful, but this ain't the 1700s, bro. This ain't the 1800s where people have hand-to-hand combat and fucking kill each other with swords. If it was, then that red pill shit would be 100% real. It's not. Intelligence supersedes. Why? How can I prove this? Very simply. Zionists run the world. Show me a Zionist bodybuilder. Show me a Zionist who's a great athlete.
Holocaust.
No, actually, Jews got killed in the Holocaust. Zionists and Jews are not the same. I keep, you know, like the only thing I have with Zerka, Sneeko, and Myron is when they say they've been talking about Zionists longer than anyone. Stop. I was saying that shit a decade before when Nick Fuentes was still in diapers. So again, you know, only difference is I've been suspended 18 times, so a lot of those counts are gone, so you can't prove that shit. So I get it, but it is what it is. All right, let's see. The guy with his hand up. Go ahead.
You're Hey Gary, so I was in Miami over the weekend, for Thanksgiving. I was really
Okay.
looking forward to running into you, but your ass was in the hospital, man.
And big fucking city, bro. Even if I was in the hospital, I mean, are you a gold member?
Nah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, what are the chances you think I actually meet everyone who wants to come to Florida? Like, do you know how many DMs I get like that a day? They're like, "Yo, Gary, I'm in Florida. Can we meet up?" I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like, you know, nothing personal or anything like that, but I don't even meet my bronze or silver members sometimes. My gold members. You know, I have a little bit more of a open door policy with. But no, bro, I don't just meet you. Listen, there's celebrities who want to meet me, and I won't meet them.
No, I mean like that. I just meant like randomly seeing you on the street or some shit.
Hey, you know what? Many people have randomly seen me on the streets, bro.
Yeah.
Many people have randomly seen me in the streets. I'm fucking in traffic. Gary! You know, I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I remember it really hit me when I was in the gas station about 2 weeks ago, and three completely different people wanted to take pictures with me.
Mhm.
Like, they didn't even know each other. I'm like, whoa, okay, this shit's getting real now. So yeah. I mean, you know, I'm kind of used to it a little bit because I was a local celebrity in Cleveland, Ohio, for a long time. So you know, in that city, I would go places and people would recognize me. So it's not new, but to do it in a city that I haven't, you know, been, you know, it happens in Vegas, but you know, it's getting more normal. because it's happening quite often. But after I start walking again, we'll see how that works again. But the crazy thing is, all these celebrities who knew about me would make me give them sign non-disclosures to give them readings, but they didn't want to work with me because I'm anti LGBT, or I'm fucking pro Trump. All of a sudden, that pro Trump and that anti LGBT shit doesn't matter anymore. Now they're asking me, yo, Gary, you want to do something? I'm like, wait a second, I thought you said I was toxic. I thought you said you just wanted to talk to me on the phone, and that's what we
Mm-hmm.
signed a non-disclosure for. Well,
Yep.
what's going on here? And so, yeah, guys, let me tell you something. These A-listers are starting to uh, go with clout, just like anyone else. As soon as you have enough clout, as soon as they can be like, yo, because what I've noticed is these celebrities like talking about me and sending me clients, but they actually want to like fucking pick up the phone and be like, yo, Gary, can you just give this person? They want to use me like a chia pet,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't really on it. But now that the name's going out there more and more, these people are promising me more and more, and I'm making it very clear. If you want me to support homosexuals or feminism or Democrats, and that's the price you want me to pay, you can go fuck yourself. But that price doesn't seem like they care anymore. It's interesting how the pendulum swings once you have real people's attention. I don't think people understand what's going on. You see me blowing up in America, and I'm sure some of these other guys in America you might be comparing me to are blowing up in America too. I'm blowing up everywhere. Indonesia, Japan, fucking Cayman Islands, all of Europe, Africa. Do you know how many GG33 followers are in Africa?
30.
We literally have fan clubs for Ivory Coast. They're so. This is all over the world,
What's your end
all
game?
over.
What you gonna do when you get there?
End game is very simple, brother. Yeah, people need to evolve, and instead of believing some 25-year-old 100 books, we're gonna start believing in facts. End game is facts over faith, brother. And let me tell you something. I'm going to make this abundantly clear.
Sure thing.
Within 30 years, I'm thinking it should take about 3 decades, because within 30 years, this is going to be the biggest belief system on earth. Not Islam, not Christianity, not Judaism, not Buddhism. It's going to be this type of thinking. And you know it is already, because look how the frauds are jumping on me. There's literally fucking 50 people fucking pretending to be me. 50 people pretending to be me. And I'm gonna make this abundantly clear. It might take me 5, 10 years. You're all going in the ground.
Golly.
No one. If I'm giving people free information and then you're taking that free information trying to sell it to people, you don't have a right to do that. I gave it to people for free, and then now you're trying to sell it. I'm coming for you. I might come after your fucking fam.
That's right.
People in GG33 Gold, when they hear me say stuff like this, they know what I'm going to become. They already know. Okay, I'm telling people, for your health, I'm a sick motherfucker, and what I mean by sick, I would rather put all my enemies in the ground than have money like Elon Musk. In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Yep.
I am not the one. Move on to someone else. To the people out there who are spreading this information and giving me homage, you'll never have any issues from me. You'll never have any issues. There's calculators out there of people put stuff out there, and I'm sure it's fucking costing me money. I haven't done a damn thing to them because they pay me homage. But the fucking frauds who try to fucking make up misinformation, or the psyop I put out in 2020, oh my God, there's people who actually believe that shit. There's
Yeah.
people who actually believe that psyop.
Uh,
You guys must be out of your fucking mind. But yeah, 100%. Numerology and astrology is fucking taking over. Uh, Probably 3 decades. I think 3 decades. I mean, you're gonna see gradually it go up and up, but it's going to be about 3 decades.
I'll tell you, man, it's interesting just walking around my college town, my college campus, just knowing that in a couple years, everybody gonna be knowing the same shit I'm knowing. So it's like I got to make the most of the advantage that I have while the going's good.
No, you just talk down to these people now.
Yeah.
And you talk down to him then. You were too stupid to understand. It's like this is the way I feel with everyone else. Do you know how many people told me I was a fraud because numerology isn't real, and the same people told me now I'm a fraud because I'm charging people for advanced information that should be free? Motherfucker, I ain't a communist. Okay, I've given more advanced info, or was considered advanced info, free and original info to the public than all my fucking competitors combined in the past 20 years. You're never going to please people. You know how you know I'm not about money? I've turned down over $1 million this year from people who want to be students and they didn't pass my interview. Million.
Damn.
How many people would have you have done that? That's why when people say I'm all about money, you're fucking crazy as fuck.
Yep.
I'm more about controlling my information than about money. Okay, make that abundantly clear. You have no idea. The people in GG33 Gold are so much above anyone else in this fucking world. I don't think fucking the top Masons can touch them. And quite frankly, all the Masons in my group fucking told me I taught them more than Freemasonry.
That's crazy, man.
So you not a Mason though?
I'm not a fuck. What the fuck I need to be a Mason for?
Yo, someone ban that guy, bro.
What the fuck would I need to be a Mason for? They're pretending
Usually
to be
people that
33s. They're pretending to be 33s. That's my fucking birthright. And then to the fucking out there who say I'm not a 33. Let's use this scenario. I'm the one who made numerology mainstream. Everyone fucking agrees to that, whether they fucking hate me or love me. I'm the only numerologist they know. I'm the reason millions upon millions of people are into this information, including the critics who are saying I'm a 6. So how does this fucking work? 33 is the number of influence. I influenced the world. I influenced you, but I'm not. And by the way, no one else in history could have done it, including Pythagoras. No one else in history ever did that, made something like this mainstream. There's a website that came out the other day says I'm the second most famous astrologer in the world as well. I don't even claim to be the top astrologer in the world, but maybe I should.
You're number one to me, Gary.
Yeah, that's what my wife tells me, but I appreciate it.
so in the
Hey,
end
with
game you gonna be like
respect, I'd love nothing more
the
than to say I'm
Messiah of this shit.
down.
You gonna be like
I
your
know
name gonna be
Messiah, brother.
remembered.
Let's get it. Let's get it very clear. Unlike Jesus and Muhammad, I'm actually real.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I fuck with you.
No one alive can prove Muhammad and Jesus were real. No one alive can prove they didn't exist either.
So
Okay.
what's your
So,
real name?
Hey,
Gary? Is it
but
Garrett? Garfield?
when it comes down to it, well, my name does start with a G. I mean, you can think of a few other things that does, but when it comes down to it, I want people to understand something. I'm not a messiah. I'm nothing like that. I'm just going to go down in history as the one who helped, enlighten humanity. That's it. And when it's my time to go, just remember, January 7th has to be a worldwide holiday. And when they have a movie about me, make sure it's a January 7th 33 snake who's actually playing me. You're not going to get the most out of it without it. Because when that motherfucker has vengeance in his eyes, you have to be able to see it.
hey, Gary. So I'm about to head off soon, but I'd like to get a couple questions out of you while I got the time.
I've got about 5 minutes. So, yeah, I got a
Perfect. So
reading in
do
about
I.
5 minutes. Isn't that lovely? So I
Yeah,
hope I've been entertaining. How many people we got in here? Like 500?
something like
Yeah,
that.
I legitimately get some of the biggest spaces on Twitter, man. It's not even funny anymore.
Yeah. Hey, so
And one more thing, since people say I fucking talk a lot of shit about nines, Dehute, you definitely follow him, and Andre is another 9 you can definitely follow. He's in this space, both GG33 Gold members. Interesting how I never talk shit about them. Interesting how I promote people like that all the time. Because is such a big gap between an enlightened 9 and a fucking fucked up 9. And it's not my fault. Most of you guys are fucked up. and you have big egos, and you haven't accomplished shit in life.
Golly.
Okay. If you have a big ego and you haven't accomplished shit in life, that's basically like having a fucking Mercedes or a Bentley with no gas in a fucking car. You ain't going anywhere, fucking clown. Anyways, ask your question, man, because I got to actually do work.
Yeah, me too. So I'm born 11/27th. That's the 331st day of the year. Do I have just the slightest bit of 33 energy?
331st day of the year. Hey,
Yep.
that's a stretch, my dude. That's a stretch. You know, if you would have at least told me 330th day of the year, like, you know, Vladimir Putin born on a 280th day of the year, and, you know, he's the richest guy out there. So if you at least gave me 330th, yeah, I could have said that. But you know, nothing wrong with 7 energy, brother. What you mad at?
Absolutely nothing. I'm a 7 goat, which is pretty good, except for I can't fight for shit. But I don't.
I mean, listen. Are you the? That's I don't think that's the correct way to looking at things. I'll be like, maybe to ask yourself if you're supposed to fight.
I know I'm not supposed to fight. I know I got to do things the other ways. Got to
Yeah.
handle.
So again,
Yeah,
what's the issue here,
I
man?
and I ain't complaining. I'm just,
You know what's really funny though?
what,
Female goats have such an advantage over male goats.
dude? Fuck
Eh,
these
eh, They, they,
gophers.
they, they- oh my God, they have such an advantage. These female goats mostly are attractive. And by the way, if there's an ugly goat somewhere, you know it's karma.
Uh huh.
Because that's the goat's advantage. They're good looking. So if they're ugly,
Good looking
or,
at.
or you know what? There's some goats out there who are fucking hit, and they talk about sex all the time. It's like, come on, man. you fucking serious? But you know, most goats are extremely attractive. So the reason I say this is XXX's mom, Cleopatra, might be one of the best looking 40-year-old women I've ever seen.
Ooh wee.
That's
Bro, I
I know
mean,
what you was thinking the whole time.
I don't know how you even have a body like that. It doesn't even make sense. It
Yeah, man,
literally,
look at you.
how do you have such a small waist like that and no makeup? That's why I was complimenting her on. No makeup, just like my wife. No makeup. These fucking whores, they keep putting on makeup to look better. Guess what? It makes them look worse as they get older. That's what makeup does. It fucks up your skin, so you always have to use more and more and more. That's why, you know, the women who use it, shit, man. If you're a natural beauty, never put on makeup. Ever.
yeah. Hey, so one last thing. One last thing. So I'm in a 9 personal year, and I know that like whatever I start in this 9 year is going to end. So is it like wrong for me? Is it like bad karma for me to try and start a relationship? Because I know it's going to end, but at the same time, I want the companionship. So is it wrong for me to try and do that? I know.
I mean, listen, um, you live in America, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
I see. I don't think you really need to start a relationship to have companionship in 2023, brother.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you gotta look how to get around the problem. Listen, guys, I gotta work, so and is waiting for a reading. So I love to keep going, but what we got about 5:30 in here. Maybe I'll do another one today. Anyways, I hope
Have a good
everyone's
day,
having a good
Gary.
28th day. Gotta go.